Hello, this is FASTECH. Today, we will introduce Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU, a BLDC motor speed control system product that supports Modbus RTU, an industrial network. First of all, I will explain the combination model name of Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU product. In the example model name, Ezi-SPEED MR, speed means the BLDC speed control system, and MR means the product that supports Modbus RTU communication. 60 means 61 mm motor flange size and H means the motor output shaft is toothed. 30 means the output of the drive and motor is 30 watt, and C means using AC 200 to 240 volts single phase or 3 phase as the power voltage. Next is information about the installed gearbox. R5 means that the gear ratio of the gearbox is 1:5, and P means that a parallel shaft gearbox is installed. Motors can be selected from 61 mm size motors to 104.5 mm size motors. The output shaft shape can be selected depending on whether a gearbox is used, with S for a single product and H for combination with a gearbox. The output corresponds to the motor size in ascending order. That is, a 61 mm sized motor corresponds to 30 watt, an 81 mm sized motor corresponds to 60 watt, a 90 mm sized motor corresponds to 120 watt, and a 104.5 mm sized motor corresponds to 200 watt and 400 watt. The gearbox can be selected between a parallel shaft gearbox and a hollow shaft flat type gearbox, and the gear ratio can also be selected as shown in the table. Now, we will introduce the features of Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU products. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU product is a BLDC motor speed control system that supports Modbus RTU network based on RS-485 communication. The Modbus protocol has a simple structure and open specifications, so it is a network used in overall industrial fields such as logistics and manufacturing. Up to 31 drives can be connected to one master controller. The master controller can send commands to each drive independently, one at a time, or send commands to multiple drives simultaneously through broadcast or group commands. As an example, I will show a demo connecting two drives using the HMI as the master. As you can see, each drive can be controlled independently from the master. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU provides a group operation function, allowing you to control two drives simultaneously. Additionally, Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU provides a control interface that connects Modbus RTU network control, I/O control, and PC support software via USB. First, I/O control can be connected to an external switch or PLC through an I/O input-output cable to configure an operation system through I/O. By setting the necessary functions for input and output, the user can drive with functions such as up to 16 speed operation, emergency stop, and torque limit. It also provides the ability to set the speed using analog. Next is network control using the RS-485-based Modbus RTU protocol. You can control the drive by connecting a master such as a PLC or HMI that supports Modbus RTU. Up to 31 drivers can be connected to one master. Each axis can be operated separately, and multiple axes can be operated simultaneously through group control. Support software for PC is provided, allowing you to quickly and easily set various drive parameters or test operation. Let us introduce I/O control in more detail. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU supports 7 inputs and 2 outputs and can also be controlled analogously through a variable resistor or external voltage. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU allows users to set various functions to 7 input and 2 output signals. It is possible to control the motor's start, stop, rotation direction change, torque limit release, and multi-speed operation. It provides 16 types of operation data consisting of rotation speed, torque, acceleration time, and deceleration time, and operation at up to 16 speeds is possible. Parameters and operation data can be easily set through PC support software. Continuous analog speed control or torque control is possible through variable resistor or external voltage. Offset and maximum values can be set and precision can be adjusted through parameters. As an example of the I/O control function, I will show a demo of 8-speed control using a switch as I/O. The 3 yellow switches are connected to functions P0, P1, and P2 respectively. You can select 8 operation data with on-off combination. When using up to P3, up to 16 operation data can be selected. The currently set operating data are 100, 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, and 4000 revolutions per minute in that order. You can also control the speed of the motor via analog input with the volume knob. An Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU has a compact size and high torque by adopting a small, high-efficiency brushless motor. For example, when compared with the same output, the 60-watt standard size of the Ezi-SPEED is compact at 42 mm. AC induction motors are relatively large at 130 mm. Ezi-SPEED weighs only 0.8 kg and the AC induction motor weighs 3 kg, making the Ezi-SPEED lightweight. And since AC induction motors often have a fan mounted behind the motor, the size difference is almost 3 times that of Ezi-SPEED motor. Therefore, using Ezi-SPEED, machine size will be much smaller. Additionally, Ezi-SPEED can produce higher torque than AC induction motors despite its compact motor size. In particular, in the case of AC induction motors, torque drops at low speeds, while Ezi-SPEED consistently produces high torque at both low and high speeds due to the characteristics of BLDC motors. I will explain it with a torque graph later on. Additionally, BLDC motors have high energy efficiency by using permanent magnets to suppress secondary losses in the rotor. When replacing the AC induction motor with the Ezi-SPEED series, it is possible to reduce power consumption by approximately 23%. Next, Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU products can control a wide range of speeds. In addition, it has high-speed stability by controlling the motor with vector control technique. Let me explain it with a graph. Ezi-SPEED can be controlled from a minimum of 50 revolutions per minute to a maximum of 4000 revolutions per minute, and consistently produces high torque from low to high speeds. However, in the case of the combination of an AC induction motor and inverter, although there are differences depending on the manufacturer, in general, the speed can only be achieved from a minimum of 200 revolutions per minute to a maximum of 2400 revolutions per minute, making it impossible to control at high speeds like Ezi-SPEED. And the torque is reduced at the low speeds. The maximum speed of Ezi-SPEED is at least twice as high as the maximum speed of an AC induction motor. Therefore, if the two motors are controlled in the same speed range, Ezi-SPEED can be used with a higher torque because it can apply a gearbox with a relatively larger gear ratio. As an example, we will demonstrate stable control of a wide speed range with 2 drives. You can see that they operate stably even at a maximum speed of 4000 revolutions per minute and a minimum speed of 50 revolutions per minute, respectively. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU controls the motor through vector control technique to achieve high speed stability. The vector control technique is called field-oriented control and is a method of controlling the rotation of the magnetic field vector by the stator with current. Because the size and direction of the magnetic field can be precisely controlled, the motor's torque and speed stability are higher than with existing control methods. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU has high speed stability with a speed fluctuation rate within 0.2%. And Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU provides torque limit function and load holding function. We will briefly explain each function in the next chapter. First is the torque limit function. This function suppresses the torque generated by the motor so that it does not exceed the value desired by the user by limiting the current flowing through the motor. The setting value of 100% is the rated torque, and the torque limit can be set from 0 to 200%. This prevents applying more force than necessary. For example, you can set the torque limit slightly higher than the torque required for the applied load to prevent operator injury from excessive motor torque. This function can be applied to AGVs, conveyors, agitators, etc. where speed control systems are used. The torque limit function can also be set using analog input. We will demonstrate how to adjust the torque limit value using the volume knob. The torque limit function is a function that limits the current flowing in the motor to prevent the motor torque from exceeding the torque limit value. Therefore, if an external force exceeding the torque limit value is applied, the motor torque cannot exceed this and the motor cannot operate. At this time, if the torque limit value is higher than the external force, the motor torque exceeds the external force and the motor runs again. Next is the load holding function. This function maintains the current position through an appropriate force even when stopped. When an external force is applied when stopped, the position is maintained by generating an appropriate torque. It can be used as an electric holding brake when motor is standstill, even without a mechanical brake. For example, when working on a belt while the conveyor is stopped frequently, the load maintenance function can be used to prevent the workpieces from shaking. Unlike mechanical brakes, maintenance is not required as there are no mechanical wear parts, and space is saved and weight is reduced. Next, we will demonstrate the load holding feature with the demo kit. When an external force is applied to a standstill motor, you can see that the motor maintains its position by generating opposing torque. It can act as an electrical holding brake without a mechanical brake. Lastly, you can easily set product parameters and test operation with the support software provided by FASTECH. The drive and PC can be simply connected via USB port. The support software provided by FASTECH supports various functions. There are parameter setting function, monitor function, and operation test function. We will explain each function with a demo kit. As you can see, you can connect the drive's USB port to your PC using USB 2.0 mini Type B cable. With the support software, you can easily set all parameters. Additionally, the monitor function allows you to check the internal status of the drive and motor, alarms, and other status at a glance. Lastly, the motion test function allows you to easily test whether the motor and drive are operating normally. First, with the parameter setting function, you can easily modify and save parameters for motor operation or various functions. In addition to 16 operation data including rotation speed, torque limit, acceleration time, and deceleration time, all parameters can be set easily and quickly with the support software. The set values can be saved as a parameter file so that the settings can be quickly copied to multiple drives. The following shows an example of setting operation data in the support software. You can also load saved parameter files and set operating data at once. All parameters can be modified in the support software, including function setting parameters, external I/O parameters, network I/O parameters, analog adjustment parameters, operation setting parameters, and communication parameters. Additionally, the monitor function allows you to monitor the status of drives, motors, and external I/O in real time. You can easily check the current rotation speed, load rate, input signal, alarm history, etc. The following is an example of the monitoring function during I/O control. As you can see, you can monitor command speed, actual speed, load rate, etc. in real time. Additionally, the status of I/O switches can also be monitored on a PC in real time. Also, you can monitor alarms, warnings, and communication errors, and check alarm records along with causes and actions. Additionally, it provides a motion test function so you can simply drive the motor. It also provides a teaching function that applies motion data to operation data, so you can test it and set the operation data right away. We will demonstrate motion test function of the support software by controlling a motor. The motion test function allows you to check whether the motor operates normally through a PC without a separate external I/O device or network master. As you can see, motor operation tests such as speed control, direction change, and sudden stop are possible. Lastly, we will show a demo kit of the Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU product. The products and specifications used are as follows. A BLDC speed control drive based on RS-485 Modbus RTU was used, and these are the drives for 30 watt and 120 watt, respectively. Additionally, the motors corresponding to each drive have a hollow shaft flag gearbox and a parallel shaft gearbox. The HMI and 2 drives are connected via daisy chain RS-485 cable, and up to 31 drives can be connected and used. Using HMI as a Modbus RTU master, you can control multiple axes drives through network communication. Additionally, the motor used is a BLDC motor and can be controlled over a wide speed range from a minimum speed of 50 revolutions per minute to a maximum speed of 4,000 revolutions per minute. 2 connected motors can be controlled independently through network communication, or they can be controlled simultaneously by setting up a group. The motor can also be controlled through an externally attached I/O switch, which shows 8-speed operation by combining P0, P1, and P2 set to the 3 yellow switches. The speed value of the operation data can also be controlled continuously in analog form through the volume knob. The torque limit value of the operation data can also be controlled analogously through the volume knob, and the correlation between external force and torque limit value can be checked through the following operation. Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU provides a load holding function, allowing it to maintain its position even when stopped using electrical power. This concludes the product introduction of Ezi-SPEED Modbus RTU, a Modbus RTU-based BLDC speed control system. On the FASTECH website www.fastech-motions.com, you can download product-related materials such as catalogs, manuals, drawings, and watch demonstration videos, and webinars. Also, if you search FASTECH on YouTube, you can see about more than 100 demonstration and webinar videos. Thank you for watching.